going down over here jamming to that Mousequake official music, baby. The Noonish official music, baby. Y'all know what it is. Y'all know what time it is, man. It's your host, J.A., a.k.a. Jonathan Anderson, back in the saddle, man, for another incredible week of sports and technology talk with my Unc, Ronald Boulware in the building joining me today. What's going down, Unc?
Oh, not much, man. Just I'm trying to hold it down, and have my other co-host, Absence, Jonas the Bull. We still recognize you, Jonas, even though you're not here. We got much love for you. But other than that, ain't much going on. Just trying to hang in here and talk about these subjects we got. And
talk about these good subjects, baby, and hold it down, man. Hey, and before we get started, man, I just want to say I appreciate y'all, man, for helping us grow. I hope that y'all continue to support us and continue to go out there and subscribe to our show, man. www.noonish.com. I'm sorry, youtube.com/Noonish, man. Go subscribe, like, share that thing with somebody. Help us grow this thing, man. We've been growing. We're trying to get to that 10,000, 100,000, million, trillion people. That'd be hard to do. Get
yeah. I mean, especially, by just now, if you say some outlandish stuff,
yeah.
Oh, you'll grow fast, you know. Yeah. But I refuse to do that. I'm not going to say nothing that's just to get somebody that likes, share, and subscribe. I'm not going to say nothing that's ridiculous. I'm just going to say, now my opinion to some people may be ridiculous, but it's just my opinion. I'm not going to try to change the facts, though.
Yeah, I mean, we're here to spread the good news, man, talk good sports, have a little chatter. We ain't going to agree on everything, but we ain't going to just be out here talking about something just to be talking about it. You know what I'm saying? But with that being said, we do sound righteous right now on the ones and twos, so we can keep this party rolling. That was my little sound check time. But let's get this show moving, man. Let's crank up. We're going to start this thing talking about Ye. That boy Kanye West, better known as Ye, Yeezy, Jesus, the genius, music, writer, creator, creative, the artist.
Oh, yeah, I'm going to call him was. I'm still with all that J stuff, all that G, just too close to Jesus.
You know, the Ye and the Yeezy.
Yeah, that's too close. I'm going to call him Kanye.
Yeah.
Kanye West, and he can be called a great artist and all that. But all that J stuff, I ain't down with all that.
You can't mess with it too much, man. No, I can't mess
with him on that.
That's too much. That's blasphemous almost, too.
Oh, well, absolutely. So I ain't going to be down with that. But for him making his money, getting the bag, I'm all with that.
Oh, my gosh. I've been a Kanye, and I just shoot straight. I'm a Kanye fan.
I like Kanye
I've been a Kanye fan since he jumped on the scene with Through the Wire after the car wreck.
Yeah, Kanye got some great music.
Yeah, man, that's my guy, and just going through this ride with him, I feel like he's one of us that has been thrust into this position. And I mean, it ain't gonna be polished all the time when you got something like that.
And then you can look at the history. I ain't trying to be funny, but you go look at some of the basketball players and plus Kanye that dealt with the Kardashians, man, they end up on the short end of the story.
Oh, no doubt. Yeah, I mean, you playing with fire when you messing with the Kardashians.
Because I didn't even know. I just found this out there. This is a whole nother story, but Rashawn McCants.
Yeah.
That's when his career went down. I didn't even know.
Oh, he was messing with them?
Yeah.
Which one was he messing with?
He was number one draft choice, best player in the high school. Next thing you know, 2-3 years with one of the Kardashians. He and you.
Wow, I didn't even know he was with a Kardashian.
Oh yeah.
Hey, that's some of that news. Hey, remember you was like, if somebody else got to tell that news, it ain't news. You know, somebody else had to tell that story because I don't think anybody in the general public knew that McCann was messing with a Kardashian.
Kanye problem, man. Mostly other than that and all the stuff that came around that. Yeah. Kanye a pretty good dude for
it. Yeah, man. I mean, he raw, but if you can listen to the man without judging, I think he gets a lot of judgment passed.
He has some good
and he said some things, man.
And some of the stuff he said it's a lot of all kind of panning out.
It all checks out at the end of the day.
It checks out. I mean, and even if it don't check out, it's awful suspicious. You know, it's almost like 2 and 2 is adding up to 4.
Yeah, he's like that. That coach that just cusses the kids out. But he's really good for him because he really knows what he's doing. Absolutely. You know what I'm saying? But it's just the message is really edgy and raw. And people just, it kind of makes people skin crawl the way that it comes out. But if you can get past all that clutter. Like his message
And
really
get to
is
the
on
truth.
point quite often. It's all
Kanye.
about love at the end of the day if you listen to the man. But
Oh,
we talking about him right now because the Super Bowl. Kanye spent $7 million on the Super Bowl spot, right? For the spot, not on the commercial.
Yeah, just for the spot.
He said he spent so much money on the spot that he didn't have no money left to make the commercial. So he had a 30-second Super Bowl commercial that he made in his car driving on a cell phone.
Yeah.
Spent $0 on the commercial. $7 million for the spot, $0 for the commercial, and made 268,000 sales or something from the commercial.
Right.
So he ends up, coming out on top, 19 million.
19 million, oh yeah.
Hey, he does it again.
Yeah,
the mad scientist does it again.
He always
man.
end up with that bag.
Yeah,
That's
man.
the whole thing. He always end, no matter what you say about Kanye,
Yeah.
he end up with that bag, man.
Yeah.
So
And he
Kanye pretty smart.
Yeah, he back to that billionaire status. When he got that billionaire status the first time, he made those remarks that people called anti-Semitic. And I mean, it was outlandish, man. And mentioning Hitler and all kinds of things.
Well,
but what he's trying, the only message he's trying to get from all that is we are here to love and not judge. That's God's
absolutely.
ultimate role is to judge us all. So regardless of how bad you might think of somebody, they're still a human. They still deserve to be loved. Love thy neighbor. That's his only message. You know what I'm saying? And people
absolutely.
kind of muddy that water, but
You know,
it don't come out. It don't come out right, especially when you mention controversial names like Hitler and things like that. It don't look right. It don't. It's not the politically correct thing to say. But his message, when you decipher through it all, is to love one another. At the end of the day,
And this is the whole thing. The only way you can be a true billionaire, he's probably making that money back himself.
Yeah.
But relying on somebody else, and if they get mad at you and they stop, you're no longer a billionaire. That's
know what
kind
I'm
of like
saying?
not being a billionaire to me.
yeah. I mean, you rely on
because you're not
somebody
in
else.
control of that money.
If you're a billionaire and you're relying on somebody else, exactly, you
You're
ain't in
not
control
quite
of
a
that
billionaire.
money, and you got to pay them people.
Yeah, absolutely.
So them
So that
billions-
was projected money
Exactly.
that he would have got, but the money he got now
yeah.
is
His.
the money he got.
His.
Yeah,
His. So he went out, on his website, Yeezy.com. He's selling all of his products. And this is what he's wanted to do forever with Gap, with Adidas, any company that he's aligned with. He's wanted to sell his products for $20. But they understood the value of Kanye. And they never did that.
So they jacked it up.
Exactly. So now he's able to go and it's crazy because the shoes, the little pods that he put on his website, he first released it for $200 a pop. And people bought them.
Oh, yeah.
Then he came back and it was all a plan. You know what I'm saying? It was all a plan. The dude is, when it comes to business, you cannot deny this man's business acumen whatsoever. So he always had a plan to sell them for $20, but he put them out there for $200 and set the value, and then dropped them down to $20, refunded $180 to the people that bought it for $200, and he's went out and sold, I don't know, 100,000, 200,000 pair of them shoes now for $20 a pop.
Absolutely. And that's the oldest concept in the world. If people would just do it, get the best product for the least amount of money and just sell more.
Yeah.
Just sell more.
That's it. But now it's an exclusivity thing.
Yeah.
And people, they pay for the exclusivity. So,
absolutely.
a company only make 1,000 of them. And if I got one of 1,000, I pay them chochos to get that one of 1,000 and have this product when there's billions of people on the planet. But, to each his own, you know what I'm saying? Personally, I would like that model of saturation, you know what I'm saying? And bringing that cost down. But at the end of the day, you run into problems with materials and things like that. But
especially with the supply issues now. But back in the day, I've been in business a couple of times, and different things. And my motto was always to sell the most, not the highest.
Yeah.
No
doubt.
Because if you sell 4 of them for $100 and I sell 20 for $50, which one of us make the most money?
Man, you know what I'm saying?
I mean, so I've always worked off of that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Business model.
Hey, it's a numbers thing.
Yeah, numbers thing.
Hey, it's a numbers thing.
Get them numbers up, and the money gonna come.
Yeah, man. It's a numbers thing, man. That's one phrase I hate to hear. It's a numbers thing, because that could be good or bad. You know what I'm saying?
But this is the thing. The numbers thing could be good or bad, but They are always right.
Yeah, they always right.
The numbers are always right.
They always right. I mean, it's oftentimes used in sports. If you hear it's a numbers thing, that ain't a good message.
Well,
that ain't what you want to hear.
It all depends on who you're talking about and what you're talking about.
Yeah, well, yeah, you're right. You're right. But typically, if you, let's say you're in the minor leagues or you're the rookie on the squad, on the practice squad, and they call you into the office, and if they leave with these words, it's a numbers thing. Boy, you may as well go on and grab your bags and pack it up, dog.
Absolutely.
You know?
But this is the whole thing. If you're in the minor leagues and you're on the practice squad and you get your numbers up,
yeah.
Guess what they're going to say? Say, come here. You're going to stay on the team.
In most cases.
Because it's a numbers thing.
In most cases, that is the case.
Because your numbers are up. Get your own personal numbers up, and you'll be on the team.
Yeah,
so it's all about numbers.
Well,
but numbers ain't never wrong.
It ain't always about numbers.
I mean, well, not always.
There's a lot of politics in that excuse things, you know. But
when you involve people, then your personal feelings get involved.
Yeah.
You're absolutely right.
And that's when things get skewed a little bit.
Yeah.
That human error, man.
And then that's when things get messy, when you got the numbers and you don't make the team.
Yep.
Now you got something to say.
Yep.
But if you don't have the numbers and you don't make the team, you got to say okay.
Exactly. That's it. That's it. You know, like the proof is in the pudding. Ain't nobody fault but yours, big dog. You know. But anywho, we going to get this party shaking off with these sports right now, you know. Hey, congrats Kanye on the 19 million plus.
But about getting the bag, you heard about Dez, right?
What, with the bets?
Yeah.
What? How much he make?
You know, he made how much he make on the Super Bowl? He made a bunch of money on the Super Bowl, right?
Yeah, I don't know how much though. I did see.
It was like $1 million and something.
Yeah, I saw he put down like 5,000 on the Chiefs or something like that.
And then he turned around and he had some kind of parlay on college basketball. He won $461,000.
Are you serious?
Yeah, just
wow.
the other day. So Dez, they saying Dez is one of the best gamblers of all time.
Oh, no doubt.
He already won $2 or $3 million.
Yeah, this year alone. Yeah,
so
Dez
been
putting it in. Yeah,
I'm Dez, hit me up, man.
Yeah, he been on point.
You know, he used to live kind of halfway close. So I don't know where he live now. You know, you used to live in DeSoto.
Yeah.
Hit me up there. See, I get some of that bandwagon on that money.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm not even a gambling man, but if you win it all the time, then that ain't no gamble.
Hey, tell your boy exactly. You know? Hey, I can't think of the word. But we managing our losses.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
man.
You got the right word.
You got somebody that know what they doing when it come to them bets. That's big business.
Oh, yeah.
Big business, man. Because gambling, hey, we need to bring gambling to Texas, by the way, man. I can't get on DraftKings. I can't get on none of these gambling sites because Texas has not passed the law. So whoever is passing the gambling law in Texas, online gambling, so we'll start there. We ain't even got to talk about casinos.
Well,
but whoever is passing that law.
I'm going to tell you like this. With that Mark Cuban deal,
for you.
Gambling is coming to Texas.
Yeah, no doubt.
Because Mark Cuban, you call it insider trading or whatever. But if my homeboy knows some information and he tell me, that don't mean it's, that's just my homeboy telling me something. So
yeah. Hey, it's one of two things happening. Either gambling is coming to Texas or the Mavericks are going to Vegas. It's one or two things going down. And hey, I hope
both could be true.
True.
But gambling is coming to Texas, and this is another reason why. Jerry already got everything in place.
Oh yeah,
it's not just about Mark Cuban.
Oh yeah, no,
money talk, everything else walk. Jerry got everything in place.
Yeah, man.
All he got to do is take one of those spots that's already in the hotel and turn it into a casino.
Yeah, we got big money down here.
He got the shopping. He has the lodging. He has everything. Throw the gambling in. You can either build a casino or you can put one inside the hotel.
Big money, and I like it.
Yeah, hey, there's some other things in the works too.
It's big money down here in Texas, man.
Oh,
y'all opening that betting it up. Going and open that betting up, man, so we can get to that money. But keep this thing rolling. Dallas Cowboys, man. Word on the street.
Word on the street.
Word on the street. All right, we had Jimmy Johnson inducted into the Ring of Honor. Finally, the man got into the Hall of Fame first. That's the craziest thing I've ever heard in my life. Right? Before he got into the Ring of Honor, he got into the Hall of Fame.
Well, you know, I'm going to tell you like this. Dallas Ring of Honor is probably more exclusive than the Hall of Fame.
Hey, I'm telling you that. Hey, but I tell you what, Jerry is one spiteful dude. I tell you that much. Hey,
Jerry is not... No, he had to finally, this heart of hearts, he finally realized that it was not only is it best for Jimmy, it's best for him.
For the Cowboy, exactly.
Yeah, absolutely.
Exactly.
And that's what the whole Jerry might not even have forgiven Jimmy, but he was like, okay, if this can be lucrative for me and the Cowboys, okay, Jimmy, here we go. I forgive you.
Hey, it's cheaper to keep them.
Yeah, cheaper.
It's cheaper to keep them.
Hey.
But man, so it's cool, man. A lot of good energy since he's been inducted into the Ring of Honor. And from what I understand, you going to call? Hey, I saw some dude. I saw Richard Sherman sneeze on the mic. So that's funny right there.
Just trying to be polite, eh?
Yeah,
I'm not like Richard now, because Richard go on the deep end sometimes too.
But yeah, man. So Jimmy's been come onto the team as an advisor, right? I don't know if it's official or what, but he is an advisor to the Dallas Cowboys now. Him and Jerry Jones are talking every day about what to do and moves to make. And the first move that Jimmy has offered up to the Cowboys is to bring on defensive coordinator Mike Zimmer. They're listening. Hey, last time Jimmy was in control of personnel and coaches and who was on this thing, I think we did pretty good.
Yeah, we did pretty good, but the only thing now, we don't have no Herschel Walkers to trade to get 20 players.
Yeah, you're right.
But now, Jerry and them need some help with the selections, man, more than anything.
Yeah.
I mean, we done had a couple of good guys.
Yeah.
But
I feel like we've drafted pretty well the past 3 or 4 years. 5 years. Past 6, like the draft has not been the problem. It's been the development once we have the players on the team.
We have had some, the draft is more than one player. I'm going to say it like that.
Yeah, no doubt.
We get about one player every draft.
Yeah, and last year we had a major injury. I think Overshawn was really our dog that we drafted.
Yeah, but who else did we get from last year?
That did something?
Yeah.
No.
That's what I'm saying.
Nazi was a bust.
Yeah, Nazi. So, we've been, and a couple years ago, we got Michael Parsons.
Yeah.
We've been getting one guy. You got to go in the draft and get a couple, 2-3 guys.
Yeah, Jake Ferguson ain't a bad pick.
Yeah,
We still, Schoonmaker still,
I'm saying, not get a decent player. Get somebody you absolutely hit on. Like Vanderich is a decent player, but that wasn't no win.
Yeah.
And then Jalen Smith, he already had that injury. We drafted him. That was
Notre Dame. I wasn't mad at it. Notre Dame, baby.
So
let's go.
Been some, we just got to get a couple of great, 2 or 3 guys that can come in. And I'm not saying necessarily start, but be in the rotation.
We need some Brandon Autry's. We need some more. We need some more of them Brandon Autry's at linebacker though. You know how we got to kick off the USFL. He didn't even play college football.
Yeah,
dude just know he get his job done and do it well.
Yeah.
We need them type of guys.
So I think between
bad attitudes.
If Jerry will listen, that's the biggest problem.
Yeah.
If Jimmy and Mike Zimmer can get Jerry to listen, I think we can up our personnel. This will be the first year, but we should hit on at least 2 or 3 players, man. But getting that one player every 2 to 3 years can't build a team like that.
No,
man.
you can't.
You got to get a couple of them.
Yeah. So is Mike McCarthy's seat hotter with Mike Zimmer behind him or on his team at defensive coordinator? Because Mike Zimmer wasn't bad up in Minnesota at all.
But the seat was already on fire.
Yeah. Had the rocket boosters on.
When it's an open flame up under you, all you can do is throw more logs on it. But Mike Zimmer, his seat can't get no hotter as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah.
And I don't think Mike Zimmer is not the guy.
Yeah.
Now, his seat would have had rocket boosters if they got somebody like Rex or even Tennessee, Mike Vrabel or somebody like that. That seat would have been on.
Well, I mean, Zimmer's already been a successful head coach in Minnesota.
Zimmer's a little older. He's a little more laid back. But somebody like Rex, he might go in there and
I don't know.
He might storm in Jerry's office and say, "Hey, man, Mike McCarthy ain't doing that. Get out of here. I'll take over."
Hey, so that's the whole thing. They say that Mike Zimmer is not laid back. He is the culture change that we need.
I mean,
from a personality standpoint,
he's laid back
as far
from
as
a fan standpoint.
Yeah.
When you see Mike Zimmer, he's not. All the players will tell you that Mike Zimmer is stern.
Yeah.
And when you're not doing good, he tell you right then and there. Now, as far as that, but as far as being on camera, and when you see Mike Zimmer on the sideline, he will blend in more than he stick out.
Yeah, no doubt.
But wherever you see somebody like Rex Ryan, he's gonna be he's going to be that dude. He's going to be sticking out. He's going to be.
But that's the perfect coach's demeanor, though. You know.
Yeah.
Just quiet. You know, on the surface, he's nothing shakes him whatsoever. Yeah. But behind those closed doors,
absolutely,
the man is a volcano ready to erupt that people.
So we need a lot.
Respond to. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what we need around here.
And if Dallas, Jimmy is around, Jimmy is if he's got Jerry's ear, Jimmy will get on the phone at halftime and say, Jerry, you see number 44 over there?
Yeah.
Run this so-and-so out of here.
Yeah.
Get him out of here, too. Say, we don't need him in the meeting Tuesday.
Yeah.
Get him out before. I mean, Jimmy will do that kind of stuff.
Yeah. And, it's, a lot of the talk right now is around our free agents. We got quite a few free agents, man. From Tony Pollard to Steph Gilmore to Dorrance Armstrong to the Curse and Lewis, and I mean we got several guys that contribute to our team that are free agents right now.
Yeah.
Right. So Jimmy is helping with these discussions.
Yeah, and right? I think I would say about half of them we can throw the deuces to. Yeah. About half of them, y'all have a good career somewhere else.
Yeah.
In my opinion.
So would you bring Tony Pollard back next year on contract?
Not for $10 million.
Because right now we do not
for $10 million.
Our running back is real slim. We got Tony Pollard and Rico Dowdle, both are free agents right now. But you guys out there like Derrick Henry and Saquon Barkley and Jacob, my boy Jacobs out in Las Vegas. Josh Jacobs.
Yeah.
Out in Las Vegas. I mean, it's a lot of talented running backs on the market right now.
Saquon has pretty much said that he wants to stay in New York. Mm-hmm. And all these guys are looking for, and with Jimmy and Mike Zimmer, but all that don't come to Dallas like in the off season. During the season, we had several guys. One went to Philadelphia, and what's the guy from Washington that went to the 49ers, the linebacker?
Chase Young.
Yeah, Chase Young and all those guys.
Yeah,
they came to Dallas. But they went somewhere else.
Yeah.
And I think that was because of the culture of the Cowboys. And maybe Jimmy or else Mike can get some of those guys to come here.
Man, I don't understand what I feel like the city of Dallas has a bad reputation with a lot of athletes in football and in basketball. Because I have seen quite a few free agents passing on the Cowboys and the Mavericks. A lot like Shaq Leonard. Guys that come in here. They had a conversation and then they decide to sign somewhere else. Dalvin Cook, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, well, all those guys.
What is it about Dallas?
I don't want to diminish those guys or nothing, but I think they go to the team that they think is closest to winning the Super Bowl.
Yeah, gotcha.
And they think San Francisco and Philadelphia is closer to winning the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
And
wrong. They should have came.
But sometimes, as an athlete, you have to feel like what I call, I'm gonna be the difference. I'm gonna be the difference to bring the Super Bowl.
Absolutely.
Here, rather than trying to go where you think they're already closer to the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
So that kind of, to me, that's just, because I'm old.
That was Deion's mentality when he came from San Francisco.
Yeah.
That was Charles Haley's mentality when he came from San Francisco.
Yeah.
I'm going to be that difference maker.
Oh,
I'm going to be the one that changes the tide over here.
Oh,
wherever I go is what the championship is going to be.
And that's exactly what happened.
Yeah.
Because, Jerry said we couldn't even spell Super Bowl until we got Charles Haley.
Man, that's crazy. Yeah.
We couldn't even spell Super Bowl.
And that's not just a Sunday performance thing. That's an accountability thing throughout the week with everybody. Yeah.
That's a mentality.
Yeah.
That's a culture.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, that's I'm a getting that ace, dog, if you don't do your job, bro.
Yeah.
Like, don't worry about me over here and what I got going on. Don't worry about him over there. You do your job. 11 dudes doing their job at a high rate is going, you know what I'm saying, is going to end up producing a lot of wins, man. So at the end of the day, man, this offseason is about identifying the right pieces because our window is closing, with our guys like Michael Parsons, who is who'll be a free agent after next season if we don't, extend his contract, get him signed. Trayvon Diggs will be here, but our window is closing to bring home a Super Bowl. And man, I don't know what we're gonna do with the quarterback position if we're not letting Trey Lance get some more reps, man, and seeing where that kid is with the ones.
I'm not even gonna say the window is closing.
Is it even open?
That's what I'm saying. When has it been open?
Yeah.
It hasn't been open in a long time.
Yeah.
And I don't think,
we've been sold on the fact that it has been.
Yeah, then,
we're closed for years.
They keep, Dallas fans and the sports media keep saying, well, before the season starts, Stephen A. talk all that stuff, but before the season starts, Stephen A. was not saying much at all.
Oh, yeah.
The Cowboys, they better get together, and I hope something happens and all that. Yeah. But, just wait till something happens, but you don't know when or if.
Yeah.
But, but really, I don't think, and, I keep saying this, and I mean this to the bottom of my heart. I'm not trying to diminish Dallas players, but a lot of our players is overrated, man. We don't have enough, really, what you could say solid. Okay, you got Michael Parsons.
Yep.
You got Diggs. And you got D. Lawrence, and I'm just throwing these guys in there because personally, I don't think D. Lawrence is a Super Bowl defensive end.
Okay,
I just really don't.
Wow,
but
okay.
I'm just saying.
Especially saying stuff like you
guys
said.
In there
but he was tired at the end of the season. Man, come on, bro.
Yeah, so if you're tired, you ain't gonna never make it to the Super Bowl because you had 3 more games to play.
Yeah, ain't nobody trying to hear nothing like that, bro.
If you're tired after 17
you make
games,
millions of dollars, dog.
How you gonna make it to 20?
They paying you millions of dollars to be in shape.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm just saying, D. Lawrence, Michael Parsons, Diggs, and what other? I mean, okay, we had Stephon Gilmore came this year up until he was hurt. Those are the only 4. I mean, you got Lewis and Curson. All these guys are no high level type guys. They can. How can I say this? They are very good players, but I'm gonna say it like this: they wouldn't even be on Kansas City roster.
Yeah.
They wouldn't be on the 49ers roster.
Yeah, no doubt.
They wouldn't be on the Ravens roster.
We have maximized their ability.
Yeah, we did.
Maxed out their ability.
Yeah, but they not those dudes.
Yeah,
like
exactly.
They say, I'm him, they not him.
Yeah. And I think it was a big deal when Michael Parsons comes out saying, that we need these players. We need a big 330-pound dude on
and if you only got really 4 studs on defense, 4 very good, really good players, that's not enough.
Yeah, you're right.
You look at Kansas City. Kansas City got 7, 8 studs.
Yeah,
and the rest of them.
It's not even the number of studs.
But it's really solid
players
that actually do their job.
That's
what I'm talking about.
That's it, man. We
don't have those guys.
Man, I'd rather have a team full of 8s than a couple 10s and a team full of 6s and 5s. You know what I'm saying? I'd rather have a ton of guys. I don't even got to know their name. But they just do their job and do it well and efficiently. I mean, that's basically Kansas City. You can't name too many people outside of Pat Mahomes, Chris Jones, and Travis Kelce on Kansas City's rock. Snead has made a name for himself, but I don't even know his first name.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
I can say like Kansas City number 32.
Yeah,
that guy balled out. I don't even know his name.
Exactly.
And the reason that is because we pay so much attention to Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah.
But I keep telling people, Kansas City won the Super Bowl with the defense.
Yep.
And every game leading up to the Super Bowl, they beat the Ravens with defense.
Yeah.
They beat Buffalo with defense.
Yeah.
They beat the 49ers with defense.
Yeah.
So, we spend so much time talking about 1 or 2 guys, but Kansas City has all solid guys. You can't say, that right defensive end, he didn't do his job. Yes, he did, because his job was to keep Purdy in the pocket, and he did that.
Yep.
So if that was his job and he did it well, I don't even know his name, but he did it well.
Very well.
Very well. And across the line, their front line played excellent. The linebackers
You don't
got to
know his name, but what you do know is the 2024 Kansas City Chiefs are the Super Bowl champions.
Yeah. I'm going to say it like this. I don't know his name, but I know his game.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying?
His game. Yeah.
Yeah. He's forever, whoever that roster is, on that Kansas City Chiefs team.
And this is the whole thing. When you win the Super Bowl, your whole team goes for Hall of Fame.
Yeah, man.
So everybody on there's in the Hall of Fame.
Yeah. And before we move on past the NFL, man, shout out. I gotta shout out to the families, man, that were affected by that whole shooting that went down at the parade, man. Come on, people. Golly, bro.
Man, we got to stop that.
Come on, man.
And did you hear what it all started over.
When was Rodney King in like 94, 95? Can't we all just get along, bro? Like,
but you know what it all started over?
What? What was the beef about? Like,
what you looking at me like that for, man?
Why?
Why you looking at me like that, J.A.?
Dudes looking at each other.
Hey, man.
Tripping.
Don't look at me like that, J.A.
Man.
I mean, I'm just saying,
man.
you know, come on, man. And then this the whole thing. You can't tell somebody what, you know. These are my two eyes, and I can look anywhere I want to with them. If it's upside your head, I'm sorry.
Hey, all I'm saying is, hey,
but you can't make me look nowhere.
I need more people getting educated, more people going to school, high school.
I need more people minding their own business.
Minding their business, man. IQs are dropping when you start shooting people up by, why you look at me like that, bro?
Yeah, why you look at me
man, I got eyeballs. I didn't realize, like, you never know what's going on in somebody else's life, man, or why they making the face they making. You know what I'm saying?
And they may not even, they may be looking your way.
It might not even register that you're looking at you.
Yeah, they might be thinking about something else altogether.
Come on, man. We just gotta
do better, man. And
be better.
And do educate and the whole problem is that getting these young people to listen, man.
Yeah.
Getting these young people. And that goes back to discipline. You ain't got no discipline. If you don't have no fear of there's no consequences to what I tell you, then what I tell you really don't register with you like that.
Yeah, straight up. Yeah. Straight up, man.
But moving on.
But moving on, as y'all see, free agents on the block right now, Kirk Cousins. I wouldn't mind having Kirk Cousins in Dallas on the run, but that ain't gonna happen.
Stop that, man.
Chris Jones, I wouldn't mind having Chris Jones.
Oh, I wouldn't mind having Chris Jones.
That ain't gonna happen. Yeah. T. Higgins, I wouldn't mind having.
Well, you know, Kirk Cousins,
T. Higgins down
since 2020 is one of the higher rated quarterbacks.
Like top 2, I believe.
Yeah.
Top 2, top 3.
Yeah.
You know Kirk Cousins, man.
Pat
Mahomes and Joe or Dak?
The quarterback you already got.
Oh Lord! See, they
look it up, fans.
They must not be counting. They must not be counting real games.
No, they count. No, they count. They count quarterback rating, completion percentage, yards per completion. All of that comes up in there, and the touchdowns, interceptions, all that. And Kirk Cousins is one of the higher rated quarterbacks since 2020. Over the last 4 years, Kirk Cousins is number 2 or 3. Yeah. And Dak is up there, and Patrick Mahomes.
Boys talking down, and boys want to hate on Kirk Cousins.
Yeah, you know? I mean
But hey, Justin Jefferson said he ain't signing with the Vikings until he know who his quarterback is. Until he know if Kirk Cousins is coming back or not.
I don't understand these two players, Kirk Cousins and Baker Mayfield. Everywhere they go, they do deep. You know, Tampa Bay is moving on from Baker.
Are they really?
That's what I keep hearing.
Man, I mean, look, it's hard. I think Baker.
And I hope
I think Baker now is a heck of a lot more valuable than he was 3 or 4 years ago. Like, Baker's a guy that I would bring in on my team, and I'd take a chance on Baker at this point.
If I didn't have a quarterback, for sure.
Well, if I don't have a stud, there's plenty of teams that ain't got a quarterback.
It's only about 4, 5, or 6 real. I mean, everybody else's job should be up for grabs.
Hey, I feel good about Baker being here in Dallas. I tell you that much. Hey, I'm just saying, I feel real good about
but this is the whole thing.
Baker's an accurate passer, and he makes plays when you need him.
Cleveland should have. Because when they did it, I was like, uh-oh.
Well, the first mistake was picking Baker as the number 1 pick in the draft, right?
Yeah.
I think,
and that's the...
I don't think he's the number 1 talent.
Baker, he's not living up to number 1 draft choice status. But he didn't choose himself. They did.
And how, though? Because the man has taken the Cleveland Browns
to the playoffs
and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers to the playoffs.
And
these are historically 2 teams that suck. Call it what you want. Man, Tampa Bay has sucked for a long time. Yeah, they got a couple Super Bowls in the mix. But for the most part, no, they got one back in the gap with John Gruden.
Oh, yeah,
with Tony Dungy's team. But yeah, recently they got another Super Bowl.
They've been a mess except for the 2 years Tom was
We talking about horrible organizations top to bottom, and you can't put that on Baker.
They're horrible. They don't
so
anybody run Baker off. That's a
but Baker's taking these boys to the playoffs as bad as they are.
Exactly.
Baker played better than Deshaun Watson did this year. I tell you that. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
So if I'm a team, I take a chance on Baker Mayfield. But he's not the prototype that you can project to, greatness. Like, he's not no 6'5", running no 4'3". He ain't Josh Allen. He ain't got doggone Josh Herbert.
What I like about Baker,
from a stature size, but from a winning standpoint, that boy get them dubs.
Baker believes in Baker. That's
does.
what I like about Baker the best.
Absolutely.
He believes in himself. No matter what anybody say, everywhere Baker go, he do the same thing.
Absolutely.
He ball out. He a little cocky.
Yeah.
But this is the thing. Just like it's a thin line between love and hate, it's a thin line. It's even a thinner line between confidence and cocky.
Absolutely.
That's the thinnest line in the world.
Yeah.
That's thinner than love and hate.
Yeah.
Confidence and cocky it's an invisible line.
Yeah.
If you don't know where it is, you'll cross it in a minute.
Hey, but I need it though.
Yeah,
as a coach, I need
somebody
that.
that's cocky than somebody that. I mean, this is the whole thing.
I need them both. I need confident and cocky.
Yeah, well, you ain't gonna be cocky unless you're confident.
You know what? I need it because I know that you done put in that work.
Yeah, absolutely.
You ain't gonna be truly confident or truly cocky unless you put in that work.
Because this is what.
Because that's what confidence
don't want my athletes to be.
What's that?
Humble.
Yeah.
Go look up the word humble.
Yeah.
And see if you want your athletes to be that. They say, "Oh, he's humble." I was like, "Uh-oh. He might not be that. He might not be that much."
Let me.
Yeah, look up humble. I don't want no humble athlete.
Let me give you a Webster's.
Yeah, go look it up.
Of humble.
I can't call it off all right off the bat.
Having or showing a modest or low estimate of one's own importance. Nah, I can't.
Modest or low estimate of your
one's own importance. Nah, dog.
Dallas Cowboys, y'all got too many humble players.
I love for you to be humble in action, but no, I need your mentality.
I mean, you don't have to tell
I need
everybody,
your mentality,
but within yourself,
to be confident and cocky, dog. I need you to be cocky, dog.
Yeah.
Period.
Oh yeah.
I need you to be cocky, dog. I need you to believe in you the best thing since sliced bread.
I love T.O.
Yeah.
I love Joe Horn.
Yeah.
I love guys like that.
And those guys love themselves too.
Yeah, absolutely. Because Joe Horn, he put the phone under the pad.
Yeah.
He said
he knew it was going down.
He said the reason he put it there because he knew he was gonna score.
Yeah.
And if I played with a guy like Joe Horn, you know what I tell Joe? I said, Joe, I put a phone under there, go score.
Yeah. Hey, what T.O. used to say? I love me some me.
Yeah. Hey, get your
I love me some
ready.
me. Get your popcorn ready because we're gonna put on the show today. Those the guys I need on my squad, man. Like straight up.
Chandler Jones, you see what he did in the Super Bowl?
Hey.
He called him over and said, "Hey, man, I don't know what y'all come here for, but I ain't come here for that.
Yeah.
Y'all got to get your act together."
Yeah.
This is just me paraphrasing what he told him. Say, man, we got to get it together because I didn't come here for that.
I need y'all to tighten all the way up right now.
Up. Yeah,
you
so
know what I'm
have
saying?
them guys.
Yeah.
And if he wasn't a little cocky, a little confident, he wouldn't have had the arrogance to call everybody else over to say, "Man, let's get it together."
Yeah. So, gotta have it.
So I'm down with that.
Yeah.
I'm down with that.
I got no problems with it. I love Baker Mayfield. I love his little dancing and all that good stuff. Like, come with it, man. I'd rather have that energy and somebody that's taking me somewhere than a dude that has all the right answers and I know I ain't going nowhere at the end of the season.
Yeah. Hey,
Dak
I'd rather be dancing than sitting over there looking at each other like, what? Like somebody, I see number 4 and number 88 looking at each other like, man, all sad face. I don't need that. I don't need that.
Yeah. But we gonna keep this thing rolling, man. Keep this thing rocking like we like to do. Y'all know what went down this weekend. We had a good old NBA All-Star session, man.
The NBA.
I know the game was a bit abysmal. This is a very busy, a very, 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 very busy graphic right here. It's a lot going on back there. A lot like All-Star Weekend though.
Yeah.
But yeah, starting
All-Star Weekend is becoming a event.
Oh, I love it.
It's almost like if you there,
Super Bowl-esque.
But if you there, it's beautiful. But if you watch it on TV, it's kind of like
it's lame. It's lame.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Like if you're at the events with all of the hoopla and all of the fan interaction,
the parties,
and all that stuff.
Yeah, all the guys the people out the entertainment industry showing up. Everybody's there.
Yeah,
everybody's there.
So it's an event, but for the television audience, the NBA's got to do something.
Yeah,
at least the NFL could go to flag I don't know what the NBA can go to.
Oh my gosh!
Because that was a glorified shoot around.
All right, so
nobody.
Before we get to the actual game, before we get to the game.
Before we get to
we're gonna build on up to it. So starting out Friday night, we had the Rising Stars game, right?
Right.
And that's where we get to see players like Chet Holmgren.
Yeah. Guys been in the league 2 years.
Wembanyama, we got it's the rookies versus the sophomores.
Oh, okay, yeah,
right?
I knew it was something like that.
Yeah, and I believe the rookies won the game this year. If I could be wrong, no, the sophomores won the game this year. I'm sorry, sophomores won the game this year.
Okay,
right. So Chet Holmgren is making a big splash in the league.
Yeah,
and the conversation that I've been hearing going around is who will be the face of the league once LeBron James leaves.
Maybe neither one of those guys.
Chet or Wemby.
I mean, I'm just saying.
You know who I think has a really good chance?
Who's that?
Anthony Edwards.
Yeah, Ant-Man does.
Anthony Edwards out of Minnesota, because he's got the attitude, he's got the look, and he has the ability. He's got that flash. He's got that it factor. Got the coldest looking shoes in the league right now.
And
from Adidas.
At one point, Ja Morant had a chance to be there.
Well, only reason I say Ant right now is because Ja's not in action.
Yeah, and then Ja's got it take several years to shake off some of these stigmas that people have.
Yeah.
And then, but if you ever shake that stigma off, people can learn to love you. Look at Charles. Charles used to have a bad reputation.
Look at Kobe.
Yeah. Oh. Well, we ain't going to bring up all that.
We can bring up Kobe. I mean, we can, though.
Yeah,
Because Kobe, he came in the league as a high school stud, and the thing that happens to all these guys except for LeBron, they get on top, except for LeBron and Jordan, something humbles them and, they make a mistake and it magnifies in the media. Well, Kobe had that take place.
Yeah, and he had to rebound from it.
Overcame it, and he did.
And then now people love Kobe.
Love Kobe. He's revered in the world.
Yeah.
People don't even think about what took place.
And if you bring up anything negative, people don't like that.
Oh, I mean, hey, when Shaq tried to haze Kobe. He tried to have Kobe carrying his bags, and he said it seemed like the FBI showed up at his door at the hotel. And it was like, no, not with this one. You're not gonna do that to this one.
Yeah,
with Kobe. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like the team sent the big boys in the suits. The team sent the suits to his hotel room, sent to Shaq's hotel room, and shut that down immediately.
Oh, absolutely.
It was like, nah, this ain't going down with this one.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But it's as far as the face of the league moving forward, Ja Morant, I believe could be it.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Is it? He's not playing right now though. So
absolutely. And Ja Morant. This is what I see in Ja Morant. I see a lot of D Wade.
D Wade only?
I mean, I'm saying the way because D Wade first few years, he was D Wade was flying. Yeah. That's why they called him Flash.
Yeah.
And the reason I say this is because this is two things that they both have in common. They hit the floor a lot.
Oh yeah.
And I told my friends, I said, this guy is good.
Gosh.
This guy is good. I said, but he ain't gonna be able to hit the floor like that 14 years.
Yeah, no doubt.
You got to learn how to do.
Yeah.
And it took a toll on him, and that kind of, because D Wade career was kind of shortened by.
He came in the same year as what? Carmelo and LeBron, right?
Yeah, he came in the same.
LeBron still going strong. Carmelo just in the last year. D Wade been out what, 3 years, 4 years now?
Oh yeah, about 4
5 years maybe.
And his last 3-4 years, he was just hanging on.
Yeah, man. So, he wasn't Flash.
But I told him, I said, man, you can't do that. You have to learn how to.
And that ground don't move.
Yeah, that ground don't move. So that's
it takes a pounding on
it's gonna hurt Ja. He gonna have to learn how to land on his feet more.
Yeah, but he's a lightweight guy that. Ja's game reminds me a lot of Derrick Rose. A lot of Derrick Rose, and I say that because of the small frame with the explosive impact, man. Like
Derrick Rose, another one.
Yeah.
Derrick Rose. Peak only lasted 3-4 years.
If that, yeah.
And then he would start getting hurt.
Knees went down.
Start getting hurt. So these guys,
Yeah. So you say Ja Morant, Anthony Edwards, that's the face of the league.
That's a part. If they stay healthy, and And then the kid in Indiana.
Halliburton. Oh yeah, that
Halliburton
kid
is coming on fast,
Yeah.
So he's
where'd he come from? Like he wasn't drafted by Indiana.
I don't know where this kid came from.
Where he was really good, but ain't enough balls for him.
And he's to say it in a way, I'm gonna say it like this. I think Halliburton may be a little bit more likable than Ant-Man or John Morant.
Oh, yeah. Well, he light skinned, bro. He light skinned. You know what I'm saying? His attitude ain't, you know what I'm saying?
I'm going to let you say all that, Jay. I am not going to say nothing of that.
You know us dog brothers like Ant-Man get a little intimidating. You know what I'm saying? To the people out there.
Look here, Noonish supporters.
Hey,
that J8, that ain't all.
Hey, he a little more Drake than Tupac. He a little more Drake than he is Tupac.
I mean, that's, that was my thought process, but I wasn't going to say
I'm going to call it how it is.
It's like this here. A lot of these guys, when you look at the guys that's in front of the camera, they camera friendly, man.
Yeah.
I mean, when I say camera friendly, I'm not being derogatory.
That's what I was alluding to about the dunk champ and why he's not in the league. Because he can do more than dunk. He can shoot that thing.
Oh, yeah.
He can play, but,
But if he could really play, he'd be in the league. Because this guy's 5'10" in the league right now.
Yeah, no doubt.
No doubt. So it's something. It's a reason. And then he might have been in the wrong team, went to the wrong team.
Yeah, that's very true. That's very true, man. Yeah. But Halliburton, this guy is like under the radar, one of the best ballers in the league.
Oh, man.
He came in with Sacramento.
Oh, okay.
Right? So him and De'Aaron Fox ain't enough balls for those two guys.
Oh,
But just imagine, that's a lot of talent on one team between Halliburton and De'Aaron Fox.
It's a good thing that Halliburton career is panning out.
Yeah.
Because a lot of times when guys come in together or close to the same year and they trying to figure out who's going to be the face of that team or who's going to be the man. Usually when they ship that other guy off, his career goes south. And I can name quite a few guys. Yeah. Back in the day, even to halfway recently, back in the day, a lot of people don't even know who George McGinnis is. Yeah. But when him and Julius Erving went to the 76ers that same year.
I need a reminder right now. Forget about back in the day,
and then they were fighting over who's gonna be the man. Yeah. So Julius became the man, and he got shipped off. That's why you don't know who he is now.
Gotcha.
And I'm gonna tell you this right now: it haven't even been that long. People don't even know who Monte Ellis is.
Oh my gosh, yeah, Monte Ellis could ball, and he's really the architect of that whole Golden State project.
But they moved him.
He's the guy
because at first they was trying to figure out. Should we keep Monte
or Steph? Yeah.
So they chose Steph. Ship Monte. Where Monte at now? What has he done? I mean,
he ain't nowhere. He came to Dallas.
So Halliburton.
Yeah. I got to know Monte a little bit back in the day,
Monte
man. He's a good dude.
Monte can actually play.
He's a great.
What happened to him?
He's a great guy.
Once he got that reputation of, and then a lot of times in sports they'll put a stigma on you when they don't want you no more.
He's just a scorer. They gotta
have a reason to move you on.
He's just a scorer. He can't contribute nothing else.
But until you moved him on, it wasn't none of that. So that happens all the time, and I'm glad that Halliburton is overcoming that.
Yeah, he is, man. And that kid can ball.
And I'm gonna tell you like this: Halliburton may be better than DeAndre Fox.
Absolutely.
He's bigger.
He's bigger. He's bigger.
And he's getting it done.
And he can shoot that thing. He got handles, man. Halliburton, that's a perfect move. That's an ideal situation for a kid.
Yeah, absolutely.
If you ain't going to let me show what I got, let me go somewhere else that's going to maximize my potential. So that's what's happened, man. The All-Star game was in Indianapolis, so he had like a highlight on him. I thought he possibly win the MVP, but Dame Lillard ended up coming out MVP. Dame Lillard is actually the first person since Michael Jordan, from what I understand, to win one of the contests. He won the 3-point contest and won the All-Star MVP.
So Michael won the dunk and the All-Star MVP.
Yeah, that's a long time ago, too.
Yeah, that was a long time ago.
Long time.
That's back when they would even have a little competition in the game.
Yeah, hey, that's back when the real ballers used to actually compete in the dunk contest and the 3-point contest.
Yeah.
You know, for the true bragging rights. When Dominique and Jordan.
It's all of the second tier players.
Like,
none of
I still want to see Zion in the dunk contest. I want to see Ja Morant in the dunk contest. I want to see the best players. LeBron was never in the dunk contest.
They will never do it because it's about their brand.
Well, nowadays it is.
Yeah, it's about their brand.
That's what the game has changed.
Everything is about their brand.
Everybody's worried about the business, man. Yeah. What about the game that you love?
What about the competition?
What about the game that you grew up playing, them dunks you grew up doing? Like, put that on display, man. Like, what happened, bro? Like, NBA is getting very lazy.
Absolutely.
They're getting very entitled and they're getting very lazy. The players are.
The NBA is the worst.
You know, the absolute worst.
Absolute worst.
You know, and they're making the most money right now out of all the leagues because of the, collective bargaining agreements. But, bro, like, do you love the game or not? Show the fans that love the game that you love the game. Show the fans that pay for y'all's salary that you love the game and you appreciate the opportunity to go and do what you do. Like, we can't do that.
Because if you love the game, Adam Silver wouldn't have to put a rule in. You got to play 65 games.
You know what I'm like?
65 games.
Jordan didn't ever Jordan wasn't sitting games out.
Nobody
you don't have to worry about
when we get to that.
Nobody was.
We got a segment on that too. We got a little Will Chamberlain talk today too.
Yeah.
And I know I've been talking about Will every week.
Hey, it's a lot to talk about though. It's a lot to talk because there's so many gaps with Will, man. Yeah. So many gaps.
There's so many things that Will did that nobody else has done.
Yeah. Well, let's go on and I'm gonna blaze through this so we can go on and get to it because I want to get to the educational part of this thing. So All-Star Weekend was pretty dope.
Yeah.
Dunk contest was great. Matt McClung, I won't say great. Matt McClung was great. Jaylen Brown on the field, D Brown dunk, bro. Like, what was that, dog? Like, come on, bro. Like, how you gonna look at the rim and then close your eyes as you dunk and then put your come on, bro. Like, you ain't practiced that enough.
Even D Brown. I love D Brown, but D Brown was peeping.
Yeah, he peeped a little bit, but still,
he was up though.
D Brown peeped like this though.
Yeah, D Brown's only 6'2".
D Brown was peeping like this on his elbow. He wasn't peeping like this.
Yeah, D Brown is about 6'2" also, so that made a difference. That made him look better.
Yeah, man. And you know, we already talked about it, you know, a little bit on Saturday. You know, why Mac McClung ain't in the league.
Yeah,
but the kid can do more than dunk.
Yeah. I don't know, but he just made me too small. But it's something keeping him out. Because I feel like this. If he could be in the league, he would.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, you think that.
Yeah, I would think that.
You think that. But there are only so many jobs, and man, there ain't too many. There aren't too many American white boys in the league no more.
No, it's not.
All the white boys are overseas.
Yeah. Well, that's kind of like
overseas.
That's kind of like baseball.
Yeah, exactly.
There's no American blacks.
Well, it's different. It's different than baseball because baseball, they just keeping us out. It ain't that we ain't playing. They just not giving us jobs.
Yeah,
NBA, I don't know if they're good enough to play.
And seeing it's weaning down, we're not playing it like we used to.
Yeah, no doubt. No doubt.
Because they're not giving us jobs, so why play it?
Yeah, and it's a pretty expensive sport. And you got your gloves, your cleats, the bats, and $400-$500 a pop. Like,
look at all the monies that they got in these islands. They got baseball facilities, start training.
Absolutely.
Sponsored by the major league.
Boys are going to school for 4 hours a day in the Dominican and practicing 4 hours a day down there.
All that's sponsored and paid
a minimal of 4 hours. That's school practice. That ain't what they doing on their own.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So
and now
Major League is starting those programs. Major League needs to start the Major League Baseball.
Major League Baseball paying for that.
They should start those same programs here. And they got a program called RBI. Like, man, y'all ain't doing nothing with that, bro. Like, let's be real, man. Like, come on. It's plenty of African American ball players here and talented young men. The problem is, the issue is, they don't want to spend the money.
Yeah, absolutely.
American black boys want the same money that the American white boys get. You know what I'm saying?
All the guys from the Caribbean.
But it's the guys from the Caribbean are a lot cheaper.
Yeah, that's what
I'm saying. Yeah. So the American black boy expects the same pay as the American white boy, but the guys from the Caribbean are cheaper, so they go that route instead of giving us the job. And I see the NBA doing the exact same thing.
Yeah, NBA
Right?
is going
Taking
down
the
that same
model.
road.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it's just in the opposite direction. Same road in the opposite direction.
It ain't. It's just white dudes ain't playing.
Yeah.
I'm not saying they're not. I don't want to say they're not playing, but white Americans ain't getting that opportunity.
No,
in the NBA, it ain't. They ain't.
Yeah,
I don't know if there are enough of them with the elite talent playing.
Well.
Even in college, I don't know if it's enough white dudes with elite talent playing basketball. With elite talent is the gotcha.
Yeah,
right?
well, I'm not sure of that either, but that's another long story.
Hey.
But it's a lot of layers to that subject.
It is.
You know,
It is.
You know, I got a lot of different beliefs on why and all that, but, you know.
It's all good. We're going to keep this thing rocking. We're going to go to one of my favorite parts of the show, Ring the Bell.
Oh, my, ring the bell.
School is in.
School is in, ring the bell.
What you got for us today, huh? We on some more Will Chamberlain?
Yeah, we're going to talk a little Will, because there's so much stuff about Will that I actually forget. I had to write myself a little note or two, because all this stuff I know, but I can't remember to talk about it all at the same time.
Yeah.
And, you know, we just going to jump into it. And, you know, people always talk about Will did this and couldn't do that. You know, one year, Will led the league in scoring, and they were pounding Will. They was telling Will, all yours are just a big brute that can score and all this. So Will told him, he says, okay, well, I'll lead the league in assists next year. And the next year, Will led the league in assists. Not in assists per game, but he was second in assists per game.
Yeah.
But at the end of the year, he had the most total assists.
That's because he made his mind up to do it.
Because he told him he was going to do it. And he averaged 8.7 assists, which was number 2 assists per game. But the other guy that was number 1 didn't play as many games.
Hey, how often do you hear the compliment of somebody saying, Wilt was a great passer?
Yeah, nobody says that.
Ever.
Oh, he was just a big brute. He was taller than everybody.
That's it.
And we proved that to be a myth, too.
False.
Yeah, and then here's another astounding statistic about Wilt. 1 year, Wilt averaged 48 minutes a game.
So he played every minute of every game.
Of every game.
God.
And then when you delve into it really deep, Wilt averaged 48 point-something minutes per game.
Because of overtime.
Yeah, because they had 4 or 5 overtime games.
And he played all of that
overtime too. So at the end of the year, Wilt really averaged, I'm just going to say 48 and a half minutes per game.
Jimmy Johnson would have loved Wilt Chamberlain on his team. That boy never get tired, man.
Yeah, Wilt was so phenomenal. And I got a clip. I sent it to J.A., and I don't know who this guy is, but he was confirming that Wilt's all-time bench press was 550 pounds.
Yeah.
And at age 49, Wilt was still bench pressing 465 pounds.
At what age?
49. It's just on the clip. And if anybody know anything about the bench press, the longer your arms are,
the harder it
is to bench press.
If you one of them short arm boys that gotta go that far, don't even count that.
When you go on a football team, some of the running backs are stronger than the offensive line.
Yeah, because they got short arms.
They got short arms. They don't have. Now, can you imagine Wilt Chamberlain?
7'1".
Yeah. So
long.
He's got to have at
7'3" wingspan. Something
he's got to have at least a 44, 45-inch sleeve length.
Yeah. Pushing that much weight up.
I got 36, 37. I'm 6'2".
Yeah.
I got 30. So I know Wilt got to be. And George Gervin had 41. Wilt arms lower than him. So I know Wilt got a 40.
And 460 pounds at
49 years old.
At 49, God.
If anybody know anything about weightlifting, arm length and all that, that's amazing.
Hey, Wilt was a beast of all beasts.
Beast of all beasts. And then here's another fact.
That's crazy.
We're gonna switch over to track and field.
Yeah.
Now.
With Wilt?
Yeah.
Yeah.
1 year, it wasn't the Big 8, it wasn't the Big 12, then it was the Big 7.
Yeah. Okay.
1 year, in the Big 7 track and field championship, Wilt Chamberlain had more points by himself than the second place team.
And we're talking about NCAA.
In the Big 7
Yeah, NCAA though.
Yeah, in college.
Big 7 conference.
Yeah, Big 7.
That's crazy.
By himself, he had more points than the second place team.
Wow. That dude. So what event? So I'm tripped out right now. So I know he did the high jump.
He won the 400 meters.
Yeah.
He won the long jump, the high jump, the triple jump, and the shot put.
What?
And he's the only,
shot put.
And he's the only, and this is the thing, Will Chamberlain was undefeated in the shot put when he was in college.
How do you win the shot put and the 400?
No, how do you win the shot put and the high jump and the 400? I've never seen a high jumper run the 400. I've never seen a high jumper shot put. I've never seen a 400. Now I have seen guys run the 400 and high jump.
Yeah.
But I've never seen any one of those guys throw the shot put.
That don't make sense, man. So
he was undefeated at the University of Kansas in the shot put. I wasn't even going to bring that part up. But if you don't, all y'all got to do is just go check the facts. And then I was listening, and then Noonish fans, I told y'all the film last week.
That's insane, huh?
I told y'all the film about Will.
What was that?
I went up and I found the track, and I sent it to you about the guy. He was on the competition committee. The rules and competition, he said, it was a recording. He said, I was at a game, and I saw Will Chamberlain dunking from the free throw line.
Yeah.
So I went to the rules and competition committee and told them that we can't have this. We got to make a rule. So they made the rule where you have to stand at the free throw line.
Somebody snitched on him like a little girl because he was hating he couldn't do it.
But little did he know, he didn't really have to worry about that because Will was going to be the only one that could ever do it.
Yeah, man.
But he thought other guys were going to be able to do it.
That's crazy.
So they changed the rule.
Yeah.
That's how that rule
He didn't realize that he was seeing something special.
And this is the part where I let y'all wrong. The guy said, last week I told y'all he took 2 or 3 steps, right?
Yeah.
The guy said he took 4 or 5. Okay, so I wasn't there, but the guy said he took 4 or 5 steps and he ducked his free throws. So that goes back to all that running from.
Will took 4 or 5 steps and dunked his free throw attempts, man.
Unbelievable as an athlete. He may not be the greatest basketball player.
Yeah.
And let's get the Hall of Fames that Will is in.
Yeah.
And when we say Will was in 3 Hall of Fames, he's actually in 4.
Yeah. Yeah.
And we said it was the college volleyball. You said it, but it was
professional.
He's professional volleyball Hall of Fame.
Volleyball.
Professional basketball Hall of Fame. NC2A basketball Hall of Fame. NCAA 2A track and field Hall of Fame. So Will Chamberlain is in 4 different Hall of Fames as an athlete.
3 sports.
3 different sports. 2 professional, 2 amateur.
Will Chamberlain, man. I tell you, he's been like the biggest misnomer in my life. Like, I couldn't get information when I was growing up on him. We didn't have internet like this. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So, being able to see Wilt footage and hear these Wilt stories, like, I'm soaking it
And all you gotta do, these people are saying this. I didn't say it. I'm just repeating. And all this other stuff is documented. Man, this stuff is documented.
Wilt Chamberlain ran a 10-400. Wilt Chamberlain ran a 10-400.
And then went and won the shot put in the same track meet.
That don't make sense, man. That don't make sense.
So,
go do your research on Wilt, man. We don't have these gold conversations.
And then now I'm going to throw this in the end, Noonish fans. I'm finna start on this. A lot of people didn't know this. Bill Russell was a track and field athlete also.
No, I didn't know that. I didn't know that till right this second.
Yeah, Bill Russell is a track and field athlete
Okay,
also.
so what Bill Russell do? Was he a shot put guy?
He wasn't near what the Wilt was, but he did high jump 10 feet. I mean, no, 6 feet 10. 6 feet 10.
Yeah.
Please take that out. Not 10 feet.
Ooh, 6
feet 10 inches.
That's a universe record right there. That boy alien on him on that high jump.
6 feet 10 inches, not 10 feet. I get a little excited when I talk about these old guys because they did so much.
Yeah.
But Bill Russell, and then we'll dive into some of the stuff he did later because we're going to ring the bell on Bill Russell.
We're going to ring the bell another week on Bill Russell.
And let me just say this too while we on this little school deal right here.
Yeah.
They in the history books, Hakeem Olajuwon is the all-time shot blocker in the NBA history, right?
That's because they weren't recording blocks back in the day.
Exactly. That's what I was finna let the fans know.
Yeah.
Will Chamberlain and Bill Russell both was retired when they even started counting shot.
Wow, that's crazy.
So there's nowhere in the world that Hakeem Olajuwon blocked more shot than 2 high jumpers.
Yeah, and so that's got to be they.
They
should put an
can't
asterisk.
go back and find and figure out now. But
I'm sure they got something there, like the block shot was not recorded until.
They got that, but they don't have all of Will Chamberlain and Bill Russell blocks.
Yeah, that's crazy.
So they can't add them all up.
Because I know Bill, man, I know
Bill Russell and Will Chamberlain blocked more shots than Hakeem Olajuwon, but it wasn't an official stat to 1973.
How many blocks you think Will average the game? If just off the top of your head,
4 or 5 easy.
Yeah,
4 or 5 easy.
That's crazy.
4 or 5 easy.
Did he ever have a 10-block game?
Oh yeah, 10-block game.
Several times, you think?
Yeah, and this the whole thing. Even when block shots wasn't, Will had a triple-double with 20, 20, and 20. 22 points, 25 rebounds, and 21 assists.
Yeah, I think Karl Anthony Towns, did that a few years ago, and everybody they tripped all the way out.
It was a 20 assists though.
No, it wasn't 20 assists.
I mean, yeah, and a couple of guys that had a quadruple double, points, rebounds, and 10. I think Wamby just did it.
I don't think it was 2020. I think it was 10-10-10.
No, I mean, it was but he had 10 blocks.
Yeah.
He had 10 blocks with it. So I know when Will had that triple double, he probably had 10 blocks.
Man.
So it probably was a quadruple double.
Yeah, man. That's crazy.
So these guys, these old school guys, and all I hear, especially in the NBA, is all these podcast guys, all they do is they don't realize they run in their own game.
Yeah.
Because all they do is talk about what the guys before them couldn't do.
Yeah.
So if those guys couldn't do much, that means y'all not doing much because you have to come from somewhere.
Yeah, for sure.
And this is the whole thing why we're on basketball.
We're here to bring some straightening to the facts, man, on the history, on the historical.
And this is the thing. When you hear, I hear all these guys say, oh, Oscar Robertson couldn't play now, Bill Russell couldn't play now. And it's never Michael Jordan, Larry Bird. It's not even Steph or LeBron.
No, they go back.
It's always J.J. Redick and Jason Williams and what's this, Jeff Teague. And all these middle of the road guys are always talking about who could, but you never hear the great ones poo-pooing on the other great.
Hey, 20 years from now, Jordan ain't going to be nothing.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Larry Bird and Magic Johnson ain't going to be nothing.
They already fading.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that's how it goes. So
I just heard Gilbert Arenas and Jeff Teague and them talking about how bad they played in the 80s and 90s.
Yeah.
They couldn't play them like.
And that's crazy to me. I just met Gilbert Arenas when the Big Three was here.
Yeah.
Met him and Dr. J at the same time.
Yeah, and
Gilbert said all this stuff.
Yeah.
But when Dr. J and Rick Mahorn was right there,
he didn't say all that.
He wasn't saying all that. And if he did say something, they was quick to check him.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Remember, that's when I said that the Wemby and Ralph Sampson comparison that you brought up
and Dr. J
was exceptional, bro. Yeah, they agreed with it. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's nothing new under the sun. It's just a matter of how far your resources extend.
And I just heard Kenny Smith say something. I think this was just yesterday or day before yesterday. Somebody asked him, said, Steph and Kyrie, the best handlers you ever seen. He said,
no.
He said, no. And he said, why? He said, man, it's so many people had that. He said, but back in the day, you would get put on the bench, you would get criticized, and you would get cut from the team for doing what they do.
I got to correct you. He said we all had that in our bags.
Yeah, we all had that.
In our bags. But we couldn't do it in the game.
Guys right here in Dallas, man, they could do all of that and shoot from so far out. And they went out for the high school team.
Couldn't do nothing with it.
The coach wouldn't let them play because the coach said, oh, you too playground.
Yeah.
But then every time he caught the guys that the coach had starting up to the recreation center, it gave him the business.
Yeah.
But, the coach wouldn't start.
Absolutely. Yeah, it's a different style of play.
You go behind your back too much. You go between your legs too much. You wiggle too much. You shoot too far out,
Different style of play, man.
So sports has changed so much.
Big time. But we're going to keep this thing rocking, man. What we got up next? Let me see here. NCAA football, baby. I don't know if this is a big deal to you, but it's a big deal to me. Whole time I played baseball, I come back from my practice or whatever I was doing, my games, and I get down on NCAA football. It's a video game. Okay. Back then it was a PS2. Now we got the PS5. You know what I'm saying? Aged myself a little bit right here.
Yeah.
You know?
Okay.
But NCAA college football is coming back. They took the game away. It's a pretty big deal. They took the video game away a few years ago because of the name likeness and
the NIL.
Yeah, exactly. Now with the NIL, they can bring it back. And Notre Dame officially said they're on the game. Yes.
So now
players getting paid
even more.
Exactly. NCAA football they should be paying these players.
Oh, absolutely.
That are represented on this game. I don't know how much they'll get paid, but
man, there's some of these players gonna be to make so much money before they leave college. They might not even want to go pro.
And that was the thing with Caleb Williams. He was like, "Man, I might not want to come out this year because I'm making more at USC than I make on a rookie contract." Is what it is.
Yeah, that's why. I mean, that's why Shador Sanders ain't no hurry to leave. You making 5, 6, 7 million in college. How much is a rookie contract?
You know what I'm saying?
I don't know what it is. I don't think it's that much.
Yeah.
So, you know, this NIL is changing the landscape of college football, and the kids getting money, and the more money that the young men get, that's the less control you have over them, man. You can't.
We call that the NFL.
Yeah.
I got to take a break real quick. We'll be right back.
Okay, we'll be right back.
And we are back in the saddle, man.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, happy that NCAA college football is coming back. You know, spent a lot of hours building up my guy winning Heisman trophies and national championships, building teams, making up dudes' names like Way Too Cold. You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. But looking forward to playing this one. But moving on. I don't know if you saw that Caitlin Clark broke the NCAA
I saw that, man.
scoring record this past week, man. And the shot she took was very Steph Curry-esque, Dame Lillard-esque. Like she didn't waste no time. Couple steps over the half-court line. It's my spot. That's good enough. Yeah, she can shoot that thing, man.
So, back to what we were saying. So, it seemed like you got a lot of white females still balling out of control. I don't know why the white males are not doing it.
Hey, well,
I think they're choosing other sports, man. They're good athletes. I think they're choosing other sports.
I don't want to say that.
I'm not sure. I have no idea.
I don't know.
It seems like it's not trickling over to
the other side.
Yeah, the other side.
Yeah, the other gender to the NBA. Yeah, no doubt, man. Caitlin Clark. It's a debate of whether or not she could actually play in the NBA.
In the WNBA.
In the NBA.
No.
Because she can shoot it that well.
No.
You ain't gonna take it there.
She can't play in no NBA. There's no woman can play in the NBA.
Period.
Let's stop it. It's difference between men and women. She can't play in the NBA.
Oh, she can play at Rucker Park, but she can't play in the NBA. She might be able to play in one of these.
The only reason she play in the Rucker Park is, I'm gonna tell you like this, it might be hard for her to play in Rucker Park than it is the NBA because they don't play in Rucker Park. I'm telling you what I know. I've been in Rucker Park.
Well, she might be able to play in the Drew League or something, but not the NBA. We talking about the best of the best. We talking about best of the best. I'm saying shooting from a shooting standpoint.
From
she
a
can
shooting
shoot
standpoint.
that thing, boy.
Hey, Steph Curry barely beat the woman on the last shot.
Yeah, no doubt.
Just standing still shooting with no pressure, no elbows, nobody boxing you out. All that's just standing. Yeah. That's hand and eye coordination. There's nothing that says a man hand and eye coordination is better than a woman.
Yeah, no doubt about it.
There's nothing to say. But there is something to say that a man is more physically bigger, most of the time is stronger than a woman.
And women are typically more detailed. Women, fundamentally, the women's game from a fundamental standpoint is more sound.
Yeah, the women's game is more like the men's game used to be back in the day.
Yeah.
You got to know how to box out.
Yeah.
You got to know how to play defense. You got to know how to square up and shoot to, all that, so it's fundamentally sound. And people say they don't like when I do take the time out to watch a WNBA game.
It's good basketball being played.
It's good sound basketball.
If you like the sport of basketball, without the dunking,
Yeah.
right? If you don't like the the flair of the dunks and
this is the whole thing.
Women can do everything else and probably better, more consistently than the men.
Dunking is the least skilled thing you can do in basketball.
Yeah.
People, everybody get excited. Everybody love dunking. But that requires less skill than anything else.
And nothing says that more than the G League guy winning the dunk contest.
Absolutely. And I'll tell you this here.
Not even the NBA guy won the dunk contest. Everybody else, every other thing, NBA is going to win that.
You probably can go get some guys at these recreational centers can give him a better dunk competition than NBA guys.
Yeah, no doubt.
So if you think I'm lying, just come with me. I can take you to some gymnasiums right now.
Yeah.
I can take you to a gymnasium. It's a guy right in Oak Cliff right now can do a cartwheel dunk.
Yeah, wow, that's crazy.
Cartwheel with the ball in his hand, cartwheel like that and come up and boom.
Yeah,
I ain't seen that in the NBA dunk competition. I'm just saying, so dunking, that's not a skill. So, everybody love dunking, but that's the least skilled thing you can do in basketball.
That's a gift. That is a gift.
Yeah.
You're gifted and talented enough to do that. But to obtain the skill of being an NBA player that takes dedication and hours of work.
Saying ridiculous stuff like she can play in the NBA.
That ain't it.
No.
That ain't it.
No. She probably, and people gonna get mad when I say this. Man, she couldn't even play on a high level high school boys.
Wow.
High level.
Yeah.
High level high school boys.
Yeah. She couldn't do it.
Hey,
she could shoot, but
but all that
defense, somebody gonna D her up
when people bumping you, and she gonna be bruised, banged up, and now. So let's just keep women playing against women and men playing against men. I don't like that at all. And the comparison is ridiculous because what the women doing is beautiful game to watch, playing against other women. And the men doing playing against other men. So we're going to keep it like that. Now, Caitlin can't do that now.
And with that being said, we are going to move on.
Yeah, let's move on.
Keep the party rolling, baby. Zay Green Watch, man. So what took place this past week in the Zay Green Watch, man? So they took a big win this past weekend over Alabama State University. She went for 12 points, 16 rebounds, double-double action right there, almost triple-double and 8 assists. 2 assists away from a triple-double. And then they went down to Alabama A&M University, man. I don't know what happened there, but they took an unexpected loss. And Zay had 11 points, 8 rebounds, 4 assists. Yeah, that's just, that's one of them games you got to win.
I mean,
it's D1 talent everywhere.
Oh, yeah.
You can't disrespect nobody.
A lot of that D1, D2 talent and stuff, especially in football, is not as great as it is in football. And the only reason that it's big in football is because of the money. But now the money is going to trickle down, so it's not going to be. Because Deion said, the only difference between coaching Jackson State and Colorado is the line. It's not the skill position people.
Yeah, no doubt. It's the line. Yeah, it's the line. It's that money in them trenches, man. But Zay, you keep balling, man. We getting close to March Madness. Looking forward to seeing what Pine Bluff does come tournament time. I expect them to be in the 64.
Oh yeah, they should be.
Yeah,
and then
I expect them to be.
I got an eye on Pine Bluff anyway. I told you, I got two nieces. Yeah, we got 2 cousins down there.
We got family down there, familia at Pine Bluff.
Pine Bluff. Let me tell you, this is a great school.
Yeah, we rooting for.
Don't sleep on Pine Bluff.
That's one HBCU that we are rooting for, as well as Prairie View Prairie View and University.
One niece. Well, actually, I already have a niece that graduated. It's my 2 nieces, my niece and nephew that's at Pine Bluff. Their mother graduated from Pine Bluff, which is married to my nephew. Yeah. And her father graduated from Pine Bluff.
Yeah.
So, that family runs deep at Pine Bluff. And Pine Bluff has got some great programs down there. I can't call out the programs, what they're in. Yeah. But my nephew down there, he's a freshman. And he's already going on some kind of internship this summer as a freshman.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, and they
getting those skills up, baby.
Yeah, getting those skills up in the program he's in. They have like 100% success rate, and the people that graduate from that program go off to make over $150,000 a year.
Gotta love it, man.
So
gotta love it.
Don't sleep on just because they say HBCU. People get all kind of stuff mixed up in their mind. But if you ever go look at all the congressmen, senators, and a lot of the leaders. Kamala Harris with your HBCU. Yeah. So, don't sleep on these HBCUs.
Hey, great schools, man. Through and through.
Great schools. Great education, great atmosphere. And the thing of it is, they have a more hands-on approach. Yeah. It's kind of like, they don't have 20,000 kids.
It's like private school almost.
Yeah, they don't have 50 or 100,000 kids. They have 5,000 kids, 6,000, 7,000 kids. So and you know what happens?
It's a lot more personable.
Yes, a lot more high. And it's like higher. And if you go down there and you are acting up and you're not doing what you're supposed to do, they'll get on the phone and call your mama and your daddy and say, hey, we got our JA down here not acting right.
We call that accountability.
Yeah. So that's
get that act right in your system, man. Get that act right.
To be hands-on.
Yeah.
To have that hands-on, that's a great benefit.
If you want some guidance and some direction, man, it's not a bad option whatsoever.
Can't stay out late.
As a matter
can't
of
run
fact,
the street. None of that.
It's not that it's not a bad option. It's a great option.
It's a great
option.
Sometimes it's the best option.
Yeah, man.
Depending on the person.
And we're gonna keep this thing rolling, baby. Major League Baseball has started spring training.
Oh my God!
Spring training is already here. Thank you. Come here, baseball. Yeah, we got 4 months. November. The season typically ends towards the end of October, early November. Yeah. So you got November, December, January for your off season. February, you're back in spring training. That's how it goes down. That's how we get down.
But
we grind around here, baby. I say we because I'm a baseball player, but I ain't playing this year.
It seems like the Rangers just won.
Yeah, just won.
Like they just won the title. Now they back at it again.
And I'm on it. You know what I'm saying? I told you about this hat. It ain't coming off. Hey, I'm rocking this championship hat all season, But and as you all may know, the Texas Rangers are your world champions in the MLB right now, Coming into this 2024 season, we're looking for a back-to-back run. I think we've got a really good chance. The only thing that I didn't like that we didn't do this offseason, we allowed Aroldis Chapman to go to Pittsburgh, but he got a 1-year deal, and that leaves him open and susceptible to a midseason trade back to the Texas Rangers.
Okay. But this whole thing, Bruce Bochy did it. So, I hate he left, but guess what? We still got Bruce Bochy and everybody else.
Hey, Bruce Bochy is that guy.
He the man.
Bruce Bochy's that guy. He knows how to whip that, that concoction up in the pot and bring out a championship. I have no doubt that we'll be back in that talk, later on this year.
And I just
want September, October.
I just want Bruce to get him a little rest, man.
Yeah. Hey, Bruce looked tired out there, didn't he?
But, they interviewed Bruce the other day. He looked tired.
Hey, don't feel bad for Bruce. Do not feel bad for Bruce.
I just need Bruce. Hey, because I'm going to tell you like this. Every time I see Bruce, this is what I think of.
Yeah.
I said, did he tie one on last night?
Yeah.
Bruce look like he a great manager, but I don't know what he do at night.
Hey, my boy Bochy, man, you ain't got to worry about that dude. Because, unlike NFL coaches, he ain't got to drop no plays. All he got to do is write a good lineup every day.
Because I went in on Bochy and I said, because I said, Bochy old, man. Bochy look old and that. I had to back off that because me and Bochy the same.
Yeah, hey, that mind.
We the same age. But the only thing, I didn't tie one on last night. I don't know what Bruce be doing that night.
Hey.
I be at home sleep next to the wire.
Yeah, but that mind, though, is on point.
No, but I love Bruce, man, because he made so. Every decision he made.
Yeah, was the right decision.
Especially in the playoffs, because a long year, that don't matter. But in the playoffs, every time he substituted somebody, he put in his relief pitcher. Then he put his closer in just at the right time.
Yeah.
All through the playoffs.
Yeah.
He made all the right moves.
Yeah.
So as far as I'm concerned, Bochy is the man.
Hey, he is the man.
Yeah,
he is the man. Bochy is the man. That's why Chris Young went out and got Bochy to come to the team. And I'm excited about this new season. We went out and got more pitching, which is what we needed. Our lineup is salty. We stacked in our lineup. We good. I think we got guys that can go. And I'm looking forward to this year. I'll be at opening day this year, of course. I'll probably be lit up. You know what I'm saying? Probably won't even think about the game or remember the game after the game because I'm going to be lit up. But, man, looking forward to what the Rangers do this year. But, man, yesterday, Shohei Ohtani had his first live at-bat against live pitching. First at-bat goes Yaya. Yaya Shishkumba is what I like to call it. You know what I'm saying? Shohei Ohtani already hitting home runs.
Yeah, he already hitting home runs.
That's the whole reason they brought him out to L.A., man. That guy is a big deal. And, yeah, man, I'm looking forward to seeing what these Dodgers do this year, too, man. I'm a Dodgers fan. Of course, Jackie Robinson, the whole – gotta like the Dodgers, right? Period.
Oh, yeah.
They opened up the door for us to come in.
The Dodgers been one of my favorite teams forever.
Yeah.
It was just Kirk Gibson hit the home run.
Yeah.
Way back then.
Yeah.
Limped up to the plate. Everybody like, what are you going up there for?
Yeah.
Bow. Whoa.
And you see why they got him at the plate.
I even like, I hate to even bring up some of these players I don't like. I even like the Penguin.
Yeah. The Penguin.
Ron Say.
I don't even know that guy.
Short guy. He was saying he was short, he was slew-footed.
Who he played for?
The Dodgers.
Straight up, Ron. I gotta look that guy up. The Penguin, Ron Say.
Dodgers had and what's the first
Fernando Venezuela was cold in the mud.
Oh yeah. What's the guy? Oh Lord, I can't think of his name, but the Dodgers had a lot of guys, but I remember a whole bunch of. I just brought up Ron Say because he was one of the ones that wasn't so great, but he was always there.
Yeah.
He just wouldn't quit, just was feisty.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. But I tell you what, these next 10 years, it's Shohei time in LA.
Well, yeah, we'll see.
Shohei Ohtani, man.
I ain't gonna count you 10 years. I need you to stay healthy this year.
Shohei going for Barry's record this year. All he got to focus Barry Bonds' record. All he got to do is focus on hitting. He ain't pitching this year because he's rehabbing his shoulder from surgery.
So what's the record?
76, I believe.
76.
Hey, he going for it. Is all I'm saying.
Oh yeah,
and watch out.
Going for it.
Watch out. Shohei gonna have a year, man. Shohei first year in the National League.
He won't lead the league in home runs.
You don't think so?
Nah.
Hey, we shall see. Coach,
because it's like this here.
Unc has made a bold prediction that Shohei Ohtani will not lead.
It's not that bold because he's going against the whole league.
Yeah, but he been in the top 2 in home runs for the past how many years?
But have you
3,
won?
4 years?
But have you won?
Nah, but but he's also been pitching too. He only got to focus on hitting now, so we gonna see what happens, man.
I mean, we'll see. And that's any guy you name in any sport. I'll take the field against anybody. And I got the feel. I mean, that's all I'm saying.
No doubt.
I'm not saying Shohei, but I got the feel.
Yeah.
So, I mean, you can say Bryce Harper, whoever. No.
Yeah.
If I got the field, I'm going to take the field.
Yeah, I ain't going to say Shohei's going to lead the league in home runs, but I'm also not going to say he ain't going to lead the league with him only focusing on hitting.
That's anybody. If you say it's Patrick Mahomes going to be win the Super Bowl next year, I got the whole field. No, he won't win it. I'll say that now.
Well, but that goes against everything you just said, last week.
No, I said I was going to pick them
until somebody beat them.
Right.
So how you going to pick the field? How you going to pick the field over here?
That year is over. It's a whole new year.
Because to me, it sounds like you got Patrick Mahomes over the field.
I did last year.
But next year, you ain't going to be the same?
I don't have it because he got to win 20 games.
Yeah.
See, when I said that, he only had to win 3 games. I said, no, for real. When I said that when the playoffs started, I said until somebody beat Kansas City, I'm picking Kansas City.
And that's because he was in the playoffs and he had 3 games to win.
And that was last year. Because this is what I will say. Kansas City got to play better next year than they did this year to win it again. Yeah. So so if somebody say, I'll take the field over Kansas City right now. But now when it get down to the last 3 games, I'll pick who I think is. If Kansas City's in it at that and how they playing, I'll say that then. But I pick the field against anybody.
Yeah.
I mean, in a team sport. In a team sport.
And when we talk about analytics and just, that's the best thing to do.
Yeah, I pick the field.
That's the best thing to do.
And that's just because
you can't put one person over everybody.
Yeah, that's just because numbers on my side. But then when you narrow it down to 4 or 5 teams, now you got to pick out who you think.
But boy, it's hard to bet against Pat Mahomes at any time.
Oh yeah.
It's hard.
Yep.
That's still a hard bet.
But this is the whole thing. See,
you still kind of like,
yeah.
I'm saying
I would say like this.
I don't know if I believe
if his team is healthy and everybody stay healthy, it's just too many ifs to get to that point.
Yeah.
But right now, I pick the field.
Yeah. I got you. Hey, Don Keith, appreciate you. That's my boy, Keith, man. I mean, that's my guy right there, man, Keenan. So
Don Keith, pole vault.
Yeah, man.
He's a pole vault?
No, he ain't a pole vaulter. He ain't a pole vaulter at all. He's talking about Kanye right there.
People talk.
People talk crazy about but he ain't crazy. No, he ain't crazy. Appreciate you interacting, man.
Smart.
Hey, people, please feel free to interact with us, man. Give us y'all's opinions, man. This ain't just a one-sided thing, man. We want some dialogue going on.
Put in
if we say something you don't agree with, please express yourself.
Yeah, express yourself.
Express yourself.
It's not gonna be none of that. Crazy talk. Oh, you don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, we just gonna talk about it,
bro. We just gonna
talk about
try to get the information. And if you come with some information we don't know, we will gladly say that you right and I'm wrong. I'll say that in a minute.
That's it.
And that's why we appreciate Johnny Rogers so much.
Man,
Johnny Rogers came with some info.
Came with them facts, bro. Made us check ourselves.
Yeah.
But anyways, appreciate y'all joining us this week. We will be back next week. Sometime around Noonish, man.
Have a good one.
Appreciate
Have a
y'all.
good week.
As long
Stay
as
on.